This is part 2 of the Chaos Rising booster pack opening. We had 45 packs. Last video we opened 5 of them. So today we're going to see how many we can get through. This is Beldum. Beldum is a basic, it's an HP of 70, it's a metal type. It's a number 374 in the Pokedex. Iron Ball Pokemon, height 2 feet, weight 209.9 pounds. It's got the attack Headbutt for a metal energy does 10 damage, and Beam for a metal energy and one of any type does 20 damage. Weakness to fire ×2, resistance to grass -30, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says they communicate with one another by using magnetic pulses. In a swarm, they move in perfect unison. Illustration, Toy 8, J-Block, Chaos Rising English, 059 out of 086 common. It's a really, really cool piece of artwork. It's like attached to like a cliff with rain in the back. That's really, really interesting. Fluffy. So we're going to read the ones we didn't read in the last video. Once we read them, we won't read them again. So it should move quicker as the videos progress. If you would be so kind as to leave a like, leave a comment as to what your favorite card is in this set. Subscribe to the channel, and if you are in the market for Pokemon stuff, you can check out my eBay page, which is linked in my biography in my homepage. I'm a top seller on eBay, have been for a while. People really like my packaging and the notes that I write them, and I do Sunday auctions, so every Sunday put up some new stuff. Every auction starts at 99 cents. So, you know, if nobody bids on it, you can get it for 99 cents. It's a great deal. It's a great opportunity. So check it out. And share this video with people you think that would enjoy it. Fluffy, stage 1, evolves from a Reap, HP of 90, lightning type. Really awesome piece of artwork here. This is number 180 in the Pokedex. Wool Pokemon, height 2'7", weight 23.3 pounds, 29.3 pounds. The attack is Disconnect for a lightning energy and one of any type does 40 damage. It says during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hand. Yeah, it's good. I think there's better item lock stuff in standard, but still good. 40 damage is good. Weakness to fighting ×2, no resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says if its coat becomes fully charged with electricity, its tail lights up. Fluffy can fire wool that zaps on impact. Interesting. Illustration, Miki Kudo. Wow, Miki. She's upgrading her stuff. This looks great. Miki doesn't usually do this kind of work. This is really nice. Much more detailed. Really good. J-Block, Chaos Rising English, 028 out of 086 common. Wow, Miki, good job. Octillery we read in the last video, so go check that out. Don't need to read it again. Kakuna. Kakuna is a stage 1, evolves from Weedle. It's an HP of 80, grass type or bug type. It's number 14 in the Pokedex. Cocoon Pokemon, height 2 feet, weight 22 pounds. 22 pounds. This is a really incredible piece of artwork. Love the sunset and the detail in the forest. It's really beautiful. Ability is Exoskeleton. It says this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. It won't matter. There's very few like situations in standard that's gonna matter. Maybe if it's getting hit by a Badoo, it doesn't take damage, but other than that, it's really not gonna make too much of a difference. Hang Down is a grass energy for 20 damage. Weakness to fire ×2, no resistance, retreat for 3. Well, that's a huge retreat. Ability, Pokedex entry, almost incapable of moving. This Pokemon can only harden its shell to protect itself when it is in danger. That's why its retreat is so big. Illustration, Mugi Hamada. J Block, Chaos Rising English, 002 out of 086 common. Adversity Policy we read in the last video, so you can go check that out. Deoxys we read, there's I think 3 or 4 Deoxyses in this set. Great Hull Net, we read that in the last set. We got a Beldum Reverse Hollow, so we have read that as well. Kakuna Reverse Hollow, okay. And a Xerneas, alright. So these packs, as I said, do move a little bit faster as we have already read them, so we'll just blaze through them eventually. Xerneas is a basic. This is my favorite Pokemon. HP of 130, Psychic type, or I guess Fairy type because of the metal resist or weakness down here. Number 716 in the Pokedex, Life Pokemon. Height 9 foot 10 inches, weight 474 pounds. It's got Geostorm, which is 3 psychic energy. It says 30 times. This attack does 30 damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So no cap on that. You can hit for big numbers. If, you know, what's it called? I forget its name. Evolves from Curlia. Not Gallade. The other one. I don't know why I'm forgetting its name right now. If that was still in standard, this could be playable. I don't think it still would be, but it's good. Weakness to metal times 2. No resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says, when the horns on its head shine in 7 colors, it is said to be sharing everlasting life. Illustration, Kichiro Ito. J Block, Chaos Rising English, 042 out of 086 rare. It's pretty basic artwork, but it like gives me, I don't even know what it gives me. It kind of gives me like almost, I don't know, I like it. It's not like doing a lot for me, but it's really cool. It's very simple. It's kind of like a cave painting almost. It's like an upgraded cave painting. It's kind of cool. I love Xerneas. Xerneas is my favorite Pokemon. Save the code because I send them out to clients. So if you buy something from me on my eBay page, you'll get codes if you're into codes. Alright, Matang. We have read Matang in the last video. We don't need to read it twice. Emolga. Emolga is a basic HP of 70 lightning type. It's number 587 in the Pokedex. Sky Squirrel Pokemon. Height 1 foot 4 inches, weight 11 pounds. It's got the attack Minor Errand Running, which is one of any type. It does no damage, but it says search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Second attack is Sky Return. For lightning energy, it does 30 damage. It says put this Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand. Weakness to fighting times 2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says the energy made in its cheeks' electric pouches is stored inside its patagial membranes and releases while it is gliding. So this is a pretty cool scene, art-wise. This is right next to Prism Tower. You don't see Prism Tower, but you see the rubble near it, and you get a little bit of the cityscape behind it. So pretty cool piece of artwork. This is illustrated by Kazumasa Yasukuni. J Block, Chaos Rising English, 030 out of 086 common. Bergamite we read in the last video, so go check that out. Minkino we have read. Ferrothorn. Okay, so Ferrothorn is a stage 1, evolves from Ferroseed. It's an HP of 130 metal type. It is number 598 in the Pokedex. Thorn Pod Pokemon. Height 3'3", weight 242.5 pounds. It's got the ability Startling Drop. As during your opponent's turn, if this Pokemon is discarded from your deck by an effect of an attack or ability from your opponent's Pokemon, or by an effect of your opponent's item or supporter cards, discard the top 8 cards of your opponent's deck. Okay, so And the fact that we're seeing this means that we'll probably see some type of mill deck in the future. I would hope. I really like mill decks. There's not a great one right now, but this is probably something. Like, would you just put it in as just a stage one that you randomly have in your deck if you start seeing a lot of mill decks pop up? Probably, right? I don't know, that's weird. Special Whip is 2 metal energy for 70 plus. It says if this Pokemon has any special energy attached, this attack does 70 more damage. Okay, 140 for 2, it's pretty good. Weakness to fire ×2, resistance to grass -30, retreat for 3. Pokedex entry says, this Pokemon scrapes its spikes across rocks and then uses the tips of its feelers to absorb the nutrients it finds within the stone. Interesting. Illustration, Haru Akasaka. J-Block, Chaos Rising English, 063 out of 086, uncommon. I do like this illustration. The lighting in the background is really, really pretty. Looks like a stained glass almost. Okay, here's a Deoxys we have not read. So this is Deoxys. It's a basic. It's HP of 120, psychic type. It's number 386 in the Pokedex. DNA Pokemon. Height 5'7", weight 134 pounds. It's got the attack Psy Spear, which is 3 psychic energy for 120 damage. It says if this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energy attached in addition to this attack's cost, this attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. I don't see how we're getting 5 energy onto this without it passing on to the discard pile. But, you know, post-rotation standard probably could do that with, I just cannot remember the name for my life right now. I know everybody's screaming at me what it is, but I just can't remember what it is because I never played that card, and I don't like it either. It's not Gallade, it's the freaking other one. Evolves from Curlia. I can't remember his name. It's so weird. Oh well, Psy Spear seems a little expensive. Weakness to darkness ×2, no resistance to fighting -30, and a retreat for 2. The Pokedex entry says, an alien virus that fell to Earth on a meteor underwent a DNA mutation to become this Pokemon. Illustration, Nagimiso, J-Block, Chaos Rising English, 032 out of 086, uncommon. AZ's Tranquility. So this is a trainer, it's a supporter, and it says, switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. If you moved a Pokemon EX to your bench in this way, heal 80 damage from that Pokemon. So that's relevant. It's not amazing, but it is relevant, and healing the damage from that EX will come into play here and there. AZ looks like a really creepy, cool character that they put into this universe, so he seems really interesting. As far as this card goes that I have played it so far, is they have a build and battle option on the Pokemon TCG app now. So when you get to build and battle, you get, there's a certain deck that is the Ampharos deck that really needs you to be switching in and out your Pokemon so you can attack so you can attack again, basically. So this is huge help to that deck. I think this is like a key card for that deck. So if you open one in one of the packs, absolutely want to put it in the deck. It's very, very helpful. So you may play only one supporter card during your turn. Illustration is Ghidorah, J-Block, Chaos Rising English, 076 out of 086, uncommon. AZ's Tranquility has been huge for that deck, because I think that's the worst deck of all 4 of them. It's just so difficult to get going. Chestnut is great. We opened one in the last video. We've read it already. Needly Armor is going to be amazing. I can't wait to play with this card. Seems like a lot of fun. And that's 2 packs down. So much easier once you read them and know them. The set's not that big, so you get through them a lot quicker after you open a couple of these packs. Pat Rat, seems good. We read it already. Trubbish, we have not read Trubbish yet. So Trubbish is a basic, it's an HP of 70, it's a dark type. It's number 568 in the Pokedex. Trash Bag Pokemon. Height 2 feet, weight 68.3 pounds. It's got Acid Spray, which is a dark energy. It says 10 damage. It says flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's pretty annoying. You know, if you hit heads 50% of the time, half the time you're discarding an energy from their Pokemon, it's pretty annoying, right? Weakness of fighting times 2, no resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says, the combination of garbage bags and industrial waste caused the chemical reaction that created this Pokemon. Interesting. Illustration by Soichiro Gonjima. J-Block, Chaos Rising, English, 056 out of 0686. Common. I like the art, it's fun. Looks like he's getting out of like a train station or something. Pumpkaboo, okay, we have not read Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is a basic, it's HP of 60, it's a psychic type, it's number 710 in the Pokedex. Pumpkin Pokemon, height 1 foot 4 inches, weight 11 pounds. It's got the attack Stampede, which is a psychic energy for 20 damage. Weakness to darkness times 2, resistance to fighting minus 30, and retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says it was recently discovered that the different variants of Pumpkaboo vary not only in size, but also in the size of the souls they collect. Very creepy. That's why I like reading the Pokedex entry, because it is much more mature than the game leads on to be. Illustration by Jerky. Okay, Jerky makes some great artwork. This may not be his best work, but he still makes very good artwork. J-Block, Chaos Rising, English, 040 out of 086. Common. Pharaoh Seed. So here's the pre-evolved form of Pharaoh Thorn. Pharaoh Seed is a basic, HP of 70, metal type. It's a fun piece of artwork. Number 597 in the Pokedex. Thorn Seed Pokemon. Height 2 feet, weight 41.4 pounds. It's got rolling tackle for 2 metal energy, does 40 damage. That's pretty big for a little basic baby. 2 metal energy for 40 damage. That's a lot. Weakness to fire times 2, resistance to grass minus 30, and retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says it defends itself by, what does that say, launching spikes. But its aim isn't very good at first. Only after a lot of practice will it improve. Illustration by Okubo. J-Block, Chaos Rising, English, 062 out of 086. Common. I like that artwork a lot. Okay, Transformation Tome. This seems very good. We read it in the last video, so we won't read it again, but it seems good. Pharaoh Thorn again. Wow. A lot of Pharaoh Thorns. Claydol we read in the last video. We don't need to read it again. Oh my goodness, 4 Pharaoh Thorns. Wow, that's a lot. Bugmite. And Crobat. Alright, Crobat's a stage 2, evolves from Golbat. HP of 130, dark type. Number 169 in the Pokedex. Bat Pokemon. Height 5'11", weight 165.3 pounds. It's got the ability Nighttime Maneuvers. It says, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability. Search your deck for a card, shuffle your deck, and put that card on top of it. Very strong. You know, you have to have a way of getting that card from your top of your deck into your hand, which, you know, I'm sure there are Pokemon that can do that. I mean, I can think of one right off the top of my head, but it's not that good. But, you know, it definitely does. This would be an incredible card for the Slowking deck as well. You know, just using Nighttime Maneuver before you attack, putting the card you want directly on top of your deck, and then revealing it to use the attack seems amazing. Poison Soundwave is the attack. For dark energy, it does 80 damage. It says your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. Really good. This is one of the build and battle decks. It's a little more complicated and harder to use, and, you know, probably second or third in the strength of all of them. It doesn't take one-hit KOs very easily. It's much more tricky to handle. but nighttime maneuver is a really strong ability. Weakness to lightning ×2, resistance to fighting -30, and retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says, can't read it from here, both its legs have turned into wings. Without a sound, Crobat flies swiftly towards prey and strikes its fangs into the nape of its target's neck. Illustration by Ikeda Saki. J Block Chaos Rising English 051 out of 086 rare. I like Crobat. I like the deck as well. It's a slow deck, but I think it's good. I wonder how many packs we'll be able to get through this time around. Alright, Quillfish we read in the last video. We're not going to read it twice. Litleo we read. Baltoy we read. Froakie we also read. Prism Tower, okay, one of my favorite locations. Super sad that it's getting destroyed. Makes me a little concerned and sad, but maybe it gives great story depth or something, I don't know. Trainer Stadium, Prism Tower, one of the most beautiful scenes in the whole Pokemon universe is going away. It says once during each player's turn, that player may discard 2 cards from their hand in order to draw a card. So you lose a card. You really have to have a deck that wants to be playing from the discard pile. It's good. I mean, if you're in a bind, it can help you find a card that you need maybe, but definitely like a build around card. The stadium rule says you may play 1 stadium during your turn, put it next to the active spot, and discard it if another stadium comes into play. The stadium with the same name can't be played. Illustration, Marina Chikazawa. J-Block, Chaos Rising English, 080 out of 086. Meowstic is great. We read it in the last video, so we don't need to read it again. Great Hall Net, same thing. Alright, Philippe is a new one for us. This is a trainer, supporter. It's called Philippe. He looks like a end boss or kingpin or something. Very cool. It says attach up to 2 basic metal energy cards from your discard pile to one of your metal Pokemon. Seems incredible. Seems like it's just an amazing card where you're just like, I'm gonna Ultra Ball 2 metal energy away, play Philippe, get him right back, do whatever I want to. This metal Pokemon is juiced up and ready to go. Any metal attack that forces you to discard energy from your Pokemon, you can get them back. I think this is gonna see a lot of play. I think it's really strong. I like Philippe a lot. I'd give it, a high grade for sure. You may play only 1 supporter card during your turn. This illustration is by Solichiro Gonjima. J Black, Chaos Rising English, 079 out of 086. I like Philippe a lot. I think that's good. Mareep we read in the last video. Oh, nice. A Mega Dragagle. Dragagle? Yeah, I guess so. Stage 1 evolves from Skrelp. This is a Mega Dragalge? I don't know. Mega Dragalge? I don't know, it's beautiful. Super gorgeous. Love the gold trim they put on that. So this is an HP of 330 Dragon type. It's the Mega Evolved form of Dragagle. We've got Corrosive Liquid, which is 2 of any type. It does no damage. It says discard all Pokemon tools and special energy from all of your opponent's Pokemon. Great if it was the time of Lugia V-Star, right? You could discard all their special energy and really screw them over. Right now, it's so-so. But Pernicious Poison is a water and a dark energy. It does no damage, but it says your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During Pokemon checkup, place 16 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. That's an insane amount of damage. you know, that is so strong. It's a stage 1 that does that. That's just bonkers. You know, 16 damage counters on a poison Pokemon is a lot. It has no weakness, no resistance because it's a dragon. It has a retreat for 2, and the Mega Evolution EX rule is when your Mega Evolution Pokemon EX is knocked out, your opponent takes 3 prize cards. This is illustrated by 5-band graphics, J-Block Chaos Rising English, 104 out of 086, double rare. That might not be just double rare. I think that's 2 silver stars. Wow, it's gorgeous. This is going to be a standard deck for sure. It's so strong. It's so amazing. So that'll definitely see play, undoubtedly. And I think we still have the poisoned forest in standard, so you can get extra damage counters on stuff. It's really strong. Poison's going to come back for sure. It's very strong. Vulpix, this is a basic HP of 70 fire type. Number 37 in the Pokedex, Fox Pokemon, height 2 feet, weight 21.8 pounds. It's got the attack Singe, it's fire energy, no damage, but it says your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. For burned, you put 2 damage counters on the burned Pokemon. You flip a coin. If heads, it recovers. If tails, it stays burned. You put 2 damage counters between turns. That's how burn works. Weakness to water ×2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says, as its body grows larger, its 6 warm tails become more beautiful with a more luxurious coat of fur. Very simple children's book illustration here. But it's nice, it's clean. This is illustrated by Yoshimato Yoshihaman. J-Block Chaos Rising English 008 out of 086. Remoraid, this is a basic, it's an HP of 70, it's a water type. Number 223 in the Pokedex, Jet Pokemon, height 2 feet, weight 26.5 pounds. It's got Sharp Fin, which is a water energy for 20 damage. Its weakness to lightning ×2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says, the water they shoot from their mouths can hit moving prey from more than 300 feet away. Illustration, Mariu. J-Block Chaos Rising English 016 out of 086 common. Not a bad illustration. Sliggoo. This is a stage 1, evolves from Goomy. It's HP of 90, dragon type. It's really enjoying the rain out there. Number 705. What does that say? Soft Tissue Pokemon. Height 2'7", weight 38.6 pounds. It's got the attack Gentle Slap for water energy and a psychic energy. Does 70 damage. It's good, you know, it's really good, especially in a GLC deck where you're just like, stage 1, 70 damage, knock something out, sounds good. Weakness to nothing because it's a dragon, resistance to nothing because it's a dragon, and retreat for 3. So big retreat, but pretty powerful attack. Pokedex entry says the 4 horns are a high-performance radar system. It uses them to sense sounds and smells rather than using ears or a nose. Interesting. Illustration by Yariyuki Ikagami. J-Block Chaos Rising English 067 out of 086 common. Molga, we read. Sudowoodo, we read. Skunk Tank. It's a crazy looking skunk tank. Skunk Tank is a stage 1, evolves from Stunky. HP of 110, dark type. Number 435 in the Pokedex, Skunk Pokemon. Height 3'3", weight 83.8 pounds. Is a nasty spray it's spraying. Rear Kick is a dark energy for 40 damage, and Smash Turn is 2 dark energy and 1 of any type for 100 damage. It says switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Hit and runs, Smash Turns, those types of things can be really good in the right deck. This one's a little expensive, but you know, it's an uncommon, so it's not too bad. Weakness to fighting ×2, no resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says it attacks by spraying a repugnant fluid from its tail. but the stench dulls after a few squirts. Interesting. Illustration by Yuriko Akaso. J-Block Chaos Rising, English 054 to 086, uncommon. Deoxys, we read this one already. Trevenant, okay, this is a new one. Trevenant is stage 1, evolves from Phantom, HP of 130, Psychic type. Number 709 in the Pokedex, Elder Tree Pokemon. Height 4'11", weight 156.5 pounds. It's got the attack Cursed Roots. For a Psychic Energy, does 30 damage. It says during your opponent's next turn, energy can't be attached from your opponent's hand to the defending Pokemon. That's kind of brutal. I mean, if you... that can get really brutal, you know, it definitely can. And then the second attack is Overwhelming Pain. For 2 Psychic Energy, does 60 plus. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on all of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good. If you have something that spreads damage, you can put damage counters on all of your opponent's Pokemon. If you do that multiple times, you start getting Overwhelming Pain up there. You know, if you had 1 damage counter on 6 of their Pokemon, that's an extra 60 damage. You times that by 5 and you got 360 damage. It's pretty good. Weakness to Darkness times 2, resistance to fighting minus 30, and retreat for 3. I think the Pokedex entry is going to be a little tough to read, but it is a cool Pokedex entry. I'd love to read that actually. Using its roots as a nervous system, it controls the trees in forests. It's kind to the Pokemon that reside in its body, you know. It's not as creepy as the Phantom one. Illustration by Nori. J-Block Chaos Rising, English 039 at a 086 rare. A Reverse Hollow Prism Tower, which we know what it does. Oh wow, another Mega Dragaggle. I hope that's how you say it, I'm not sure. Dragalgy, there we go. Mega Dragalgy, that makes more sense, right? It's like algae. Mega Dragalgy, I hope that's how you say it. I don't know. Sometimes they're hard to say. We know what it does. It's very strong. Seems really good. Mega Dragalgy, that makes more sense. Not Mega Dragaggle. Mega Dragalgy. Maybe we call this one the last pack for now? I don't know. Donphan, stage 1. Evolves from Phanpy. HP of 150, fighting type. Number 232 in the Pokedex. Armor Pokemon. Height 3'7", weight 264.6 pounds. Very interesting artwork here. I love the clouds they got in the background. It's very fun. First attack is No Reprieve. No Reprieve. Fighting Energy, 20 damage. Says during your next turn, attacks used by this Pokemon do 120 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Before applying weakness, during your next turn, attacks used by this Pokemon do 120 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you do it once, it's 140, right? You go 20, 140, 260, 380. It's pretty good. Smashing Headbutt. Fighting Energy, 3 of any type, 180 damage. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Weakness to Grass times 2, no resistance, retreat for 3. Pokedex entry says, Donphan is normally a calm Pokemon, but once it's enraged, it will curl its body into a ball and charge at you while rolling. Illustration, Julie Hang. J-Block Chaos Rising, English 045 at a 086 common. I like No Reprieve. It seems like you can get that going pretty easily. We read Wimpod in the last video. We read Trubbish. Fennekin, we can read, is a basic HP of 70 fire type. Number 653 in the Pokedex, Fox Pokemon. Height 1'4", weight 20.7 pounds. It's got Call for Family for a fight. For energy of any type, it does no damage. But it says search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. I love Call for Families, they get you 2 Pokemon, it just seems super good. Steady Fire Breathing as a fire energy for 10 damage. Weakness to Water times 2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says, Eating a twig fills it with energy, and its roomy ears give vent to air hotter than 390 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cool. Illustration by, let's see, Saino Misaki. J-Block Chaos Rising English 011 out of 086. Common. Great Hall Net seems good. Garbodor, we read in the last video. Deoxys, this is like the main Deoxys, it's so weird. Trevenant we just read, and we just got that reverse. Weedle, ooh, look at that, standing by Prism Tower, cool. Weedle's a basic, HP of 50, grass type. Number 13 in the Pokedex, hairy bug Pokemon. Height 1 foot, weight 7.1 pounds. Attack is surprise attack. For a grass energy, it does 30 damage. It says flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Weakness of fire times 2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says often found in the forests and grasslands. It has a sharp, toxic barb on. I can't read that. It's so hard to read these reverse. Toxic barb of around 2 inches on top of its head. Oh, well, this is Sao Sao. Wow, Sao Sao is changing her art style. It has changed so much in the last year and a half. I don't recognize her style anymore. I used to be able to pick out Sao Sao's like it was nothing, but now I see a Sao Sao, I'm like, I wouldn't have guessed that's a Sao Sao. That's so crazy. J-Block Chaos Rising English 001 out of 086 common. That's so crazy. Alright, Ampharos, this is a stage 2, evolves from Flaffy, HP of 160, lightning type. Number 181 in the Pokedex, light Pokemon. Height 4'7", weight 153.6 pounds. This is one of the build-in battles that you can get that really needs AZ's Tranquility. So it has an ability called Synchro Pulse. It says, if you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, attacks used by this Pokemon do 80 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's good. But Flashing Bolt is a lightning energy and one of any type for 140 damage. So with the bonus, you're getting 220. But it says, during your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Flashing Bolt. So you attack once and you're just sitting there for a full turn. And it's really, really hard to win games when you can't attack, when you're attacking every other turn. So AZ's Tranquility helps you maneuver around that and get an extra attack in. And it is very good when you can do that. But without extra switches and AZ's Tranquility and whatnot, it's very bad. It's definitely the worst deck of the 4, but once you get an extra AZ in there, you should be good. Weakness to fighting times 2, no resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says, the tail's tip shines brightly and can be seen from far away. It acts as a beacon for lost people. Illustration, Chorizo. J-Block Chaos Rising English 029 out of 086. Rare. I think we should keep going, right? We got so many packs, we gotta get these open. And a lot of them we've read already, so we're not gonna need to read all of them. Pumpkaboo, we got it. Oh, Carnivine. This is a basic HP of 110, grass type. It's number 455 in the Pokedex, bug catcher Pokemon. Height 4'7", weight 59.5 pounds. It's got the attack Chomp Hole, which is 3 of any type for 80 plus. It says your opponent's active Pokemon has, if your opponent's active Pokemon has no retreat cost, this attack does 80 more damage. That is the weirdest attack. That's such a weird attack, you know. If your opponent's active Pokemon has no retreat cost, you're doing 80 more. Like, that's such a bizarre attack. Weakness to fire times 2, no resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says it attracts prey with its sweet-smelling saliva, then chomps down. It takes a whole day to eat prey. Should probably say it takes a whole day to digest prey, not eat it. Illustration by Haisuki Kitazawa. J Block, Chaos Rising English, 004 out of 086. Zubat, so this is a new one for us. Zubat is a basic, it's an HP of 40, it's a dark type. It's number 41 in the Pokedex, Bat Pokemon. Height 2'7", weight 16.5 pounds. It's got the attack Supersonic, which is a dark energy for no damage. It says your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. I don't have a problem with that. Confusion doesn't go away unless you retreat or evolve. And it's really hard to get, it's hard to play around confusion a lot of the time. So I don't mind that attack not having any damage. That seems perfectly fine. Weakness to lightning ×2, resistance to fighting -30, and retreat for 0. So guess what? Carnivine is chomping this thing whole because it has no retreat cost. It emits, Pokedex entry says it emits ultrasonic waves from its mouth to check its surroundings. Even in tight caves, Zubat flies around with skill. Illustration, Mikayu. J Block, Chaos Rising English, 049 out of 086, common. Pharaoh Seed we read. Prism Tower we know. Ninetales is a new one for us. Stage 1, Ninetales evolves from Vulpix. HP of 120, Fire type. Number 38 in the Pokedex, Fox Pokemon. Height 3'7", weight 43.9 pounds. It's got the attack Nine-Tailed Transfer. For fire energy, it does no damage, but it says move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. I think this is a great attack. It gets through a lot of weird situations, and it heals a Pokemon completely. Like, that is so insane, right? It heals a Pokemon completely. It moves all the damage counters onto the active. You can take a prize. I think Ninetales is really good. Will-O-Wisp is 2 fire energy for 70 damage. Weakness to water ×2, no resistance, retreat for 1. So this card comes in the Delphox Build-In battle, and it's a really great card to play against the Crobat deck that can't take knockouts, can't take one-hit KOs. So after they put, 90 to 130 damage on your Pokemon, you just retreat, Nine-Tailed Transfer all that damage on, and it's great. It's so amazing. It gets through the ability from the Quillfish. I don't know if that's the right name for it, but it's strong. It's really good. I like it. Pokedex entry says it has 9 long tails and fur that gleams gold. It is said to live for 1,000 years. So Pokedex entry, again, showing us the immortality of Pokemon. You don't think about Pokemon dying. You don't think about Pokemon anything else besides getting knocked out during battle, but like, Pokemon are not immortal. They're animals. It's really, really cool to read the Pokedex entry, and it kind of brings you into the real world of Pokemon. It's fun. I love reading the Pokedex entries. Illustration, Rayuta Fuse, J Block, Chaos Rising English, 009 out of 086, uncommon. Galwasapede, I think we read this one in the last video. It's not a very good card, unfortunately. Carnivine, we just got him. Minkino, we know ya. Delphox, we read you in the last video. So let's keep going. Alright. Pumpkaboo, we know you. Carnivine, we know you. Zubat, we know you. Pharaoh Seed, see, we've made so much progress already. Prism Tower, we know almost all these cards except for Avalugg. Here we go. Avalugg, stage 1, evolves from Bergmite. It's an HP of 160. It's a water type or ice type because of the weakness down here to metal. This is number 713 in the Pokedex. Iceberg Pokemon. Height 6'7", weight 1,113.3 pounds. Very big. Super interesting artwork. It's cool, that's for sure. Iceberg Breaker is the first attack for water energy. It does 60 times. It says discard the top 6 cards of your deck, and this attack does 60 damage for each basic water energy card you discard in this way. So we have a Mega Evolution, Mega Abomasnow, I think, that does pretty much the same thing, but it is 3 prizes when it gets knocked out, so it's hard to play with it. Having a second attacker that does the same attack might make the deck a lot better. I mean, obviously Avalugg is a better version of that. So I mean, it seems strong, you know, it seems like a really interesting, strong way to play. It's obviously maybe a little challenging to build a deck like that because you lose a lot of cards, but being able to do 360 damage consistently is very good. Frost Stamp is the next attack. It's 2 water energy and 2 of any type for 160 damage. Weakness to metal times 2, no resistance, retreat for 4. Retreat cost doesn't matter because the attack is so small. And since it is a retreat of 4, there's things that can, you know, boost it or work with that. Pokedex entry says its ice-covered body is as hard as steel. Its enormous frame crushes anything that stands in its way. Yeah, it seems like a good card. I think you could definitely build a deck around this and have good success in Standard, which is tough. Illustration by Tamoki Sane. J-Block, Chaos Rising, English, 024 out of 086, uncommon. I like that Avalugg a lot. Definitely a build around card. We know Sudowoodo, we read it. We know Metagross. I think Metagross is insane. Very good. Reverse Hollow Fruki is good. And a Nitro Fire Energy. So this is an energy, it's a special energy. It says, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides fire energy. It says, if this card is discarded by an effect of an attack used by the fire Pokemon this card is attached to, put this card into your hand after attack, damage, and effects. Cool. A lot of fire Pokemon like discarding their energy, so being able to get it back into your hand is super useful, you know? I like that. Nitro Energy seems pretty good for fire decks. Probably a good thing to put in a GLC deck. Alright, Golbat. I feel like we read Golbat already. We can read it again. But Golbat is stage 1, evolves from Zubat, it's HP of 80, dark type. It's number 42 in the Pokedex. Bat Pokemon, height 5'3". Yeah, we did read Golbat. I remember its Pokedex entry. Esper. We read Esper, I'm pretty sure. Here's one we haven't read. Frogadier. Frogadier is a stage 1, evolves from Froakie. It's an HP of 100. It's a water type. It's number 657 in the Pokedex. Bubblefwog Pokemon. Its height 2 feet, weight 24 pounds. This is a great piece of artwork. Very vibrant. The first attack is Summoning Jujutsu. For water energy, it does no damage. It says search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. I mean, we saw that in, we've seen this type of attack for stage 1s before, and it seems bad, but it actually is really good. It just plays so well with that type of deck where you're just like summoning Jujutsu, go get these 3 Pokemon, go ahead. It is good. It just is not like exactly what you want to do every time. Aqua Edge is 2 water energy for 50 damage. It's pretty slow, but summoning Jujutsu is good. Weakness to lightning times 2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says its swiftness is unparalleled. It can scale a tower of more than 2,000 feet in a minute's time. Illustration by Nell Hall. J-Block, Chaos Rising, English, 021 out of 086. Common. Weedle, we know. Very, very cute card. Great Hall Net seems very strong. Deoxys with the Psy Spear, we know. Golisopod, we know. Emolga, we have known. Xerneas, very cool, we know that one. And a Trevenant, alright. Now we're getting into a place where we might not need to even read anymore until we start getting good cards. Oh, and I'm mistaken. Watchog is a new one for us. So Watchog is a stage 1. It evolves from Pat Rat. It's an HP of 100, normal type. It's number 505 in the Pokedex. Lockout Pokemon. Height 3'7", weight 59.5 pounds. It's got the attack Snap Inspection. For one of any type, it does no damage, but it says flip 3 coins. If any of them are heads, your opponent reveals their hand. For each heads, choose a card you find there and shuffle it into your opponent's deck. Really good in certain decks, right? So if you were to play like a Xerosix Machination deck where you go, I play 4 Xerosix Machination, or if you red stamp card them back to 3, you flip 3 coins. If you get, between 1 and 3 cards, you could really neutralize their hand. It's really interesting and strong. I like it a lot. When they have a big hand, it doesn't do a lot. When they have a small hand, it does a lot. It's really good. Low kick is one of any type for 50 damage. Weakness to fighting ×2, no resistance, retreat for 1. Pokedex entry says, using luminescent matter within its body, it makes its eyes and body glow and stuns attacking opponents. Illustration by Koki Saito. J-Block Chaos Rising English 071 out of 086 common. Zubat we know. Octillery we read in the last video. Beldum is very beautiful. Roxy's Performance we read in the last video. Here's a Deoxys that we have not read, so I guess this is the 3rd Deoxys. I don't think there's more than 3 in this set, but they decided to do all 3 versions of Deoxys since it has 3 forms. Which I appreciate. I think that is very cool. This Deoxys is a basic. It's an HP of 100. It's a psychic type. It's number 386 in the Pokedex. DNA Pokemon. Height 5'7", weight 134 pounds. It's got Psy Speed for one of any type. 1 psychic energy. It does 30 damage. And it says you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Okay, so there's a Deoxys that has Psy Speed for 1 energy. It has a Deoxys that has Psy something for 2 energy. And then it has, no, I think both of them have 3. Yeah, this is the best one, I guess. The other 2 have attacks for 3. Wow. One of them has an attack for 5, technically, because you probably want to use it at the full cost. So this is definitely the best Deoxys. Weakness to Dark ×2, no resistance to fighting -30, and a retreat for 0. So yeah, this is 100% the best Deoxys. Having a free retreat, being able to attack on your first turn, and being able to draw cards are all things that you want. The other ones are a little difficult to pull off. And Pokedex entry says, an alien virus that fell to Earth on a meteor underwent a DNA mutation to become this Pokemon. Illustration HNCL. J-Block Chaos Rising English 034 out of 086 uncommon. So that's probably the Deoxys you want to play with. Avalugg we know. Ferrothorn, I think this is our 5th Ferrothorn. Here's another Deoxys that's too expensive to attack with. And another Trevenant. Okay, so we're getting to our, we've got a couple more minutes before we hit the hour mark. So let's open one more pack and call it a video. Litleo, Watchog, Octillery, Phanpy, we don't know Phanpy yet. Phanpy's a basic HP of 80 fighting type, or ground or rock type because of the weakness to grass down here. Number 231 in the Pokedex, long nose Pokemon, height 1 foot 8 inches, weight 73.9 pounds. It's got Mud Slap, which is a fighting energy for 10 damage, and Rollout for 3 of any type, it does 40 damage. Weakness to grass ×2, no resistance, retreat for 2. Pokedex entry says, it is far stronger than it appears. If a Phanpy is swinging its trunk around and your arm gets hit by it, your arm bone will shatter. Illustration by Akiro Fukuji. J-Block Chaos Rising English 044 out of 086 common. Here's Emma, that's a new one for us. This is a trainer, supporter, It says your opponent reveals their hand, you draw a card for each Pokemon you find there. I don't think this card is that good. A lot of the time you're going to be playing your Pokemon, so you're just not going to have any in your hand. So a lot of the time you're going to be drawing between, 1 to 3 cards max, probably. I mean, there's going to be instances where you draw a lot more because your opponent can't play any Pokemon, but that just doesn't come up often enough for this card to be that good. You may play only one support card during your turn. Illustration by Akira Komayama. J-Block, Chaos Rising, English, 077 out of 086, uncommon. Ninetales, we know. Adversity Policy, we know. Trubbish Reverse. Deoxys. And Bubbly Water Energy. So here's a energy, it's a special energy. It says as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides water energy. The water Pokemon this card is attached to recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by any special conditions. That seems very good. Alright, well, I think that's it for now. Didn't really hit too much. We got, I think, good amount of packs left. We'll keep going with a new video. I don't want to bring this over an hour. So as always, happy collecting, good luck in any of your games, and I'll see you next time.